Hey guys, and welcome to my world. So yes, it just felt right. Guys, I have just seen John Wick 2 with my two best friends, Harry and Adam. They're in the background. Say hey guys.
Hey.
Yeah! Go give their channel a subscribe. WatchTrigger and Hazzahmatron. So yes guys, John Wick Chapter 2 is the sequel to the amazing action film John Wick, starring Keanu Reeves. That's right, the man himself, Neo. He is the chosen one. He is back as John Wick, the Hitman. Now, I absolutely fell in love with the first John Wick movie. It was brutal. It was downright gritty and dirty. Absolutely loved the whole story behind it. He went and got him for his doggy. He did. So guys, yes, we have seen John Wick Chapter 2. Now, if you've seen my most anticipated movies of 2017, you will know that John Wick was actually on my number 10 spot and got knocked off. So only became an honourable mention because the trailer came out and I was a bit iffy on it. It felt a bit more campy, a bit more showboaty, and I was like, oh, I don't know if it's going to be on the same sort of, have the same sort of feel as the first one did. So I'm sorry, it's just, hey ladies. So yes, John Wick Chapter 2 takes place not too long after the first one. I'm gonna guess no longer than a week. Like, literally, it is straight off from the first film. So guys, we get Keanu Reeves back as John Wick, the badass, the boogeyman, the guy you do not want to mess with unless you are Brian Mills. Harry is pissed off right now. He's like, Brian Mills would kick his ass.
That's a lie. That's a damn lie.
What? But yes, you get other returning cast members like Ian McShane. You got new cast people like Common, Ruby Rose. Yeah, that's right, Heatwave. She's in this film. I got to look at her for a good hour. So guys, the acting in this is great. Ian McShane was brilliant. Common had a great presence to him. I absolutely loved Ruby Rose's character. She was a mute assassin, which added a lot to this film. I felt it was really, I'm not going to say creepy seeing her when she was just doing all this sign language, but it definitely brought a different aspect to the whole assassin genre. You see, you get a lot more into the rules of the Continental and the hotel than the first one gave us. You get a lot more into John Wick's backstory and the whole impossible task. It was absolutely great additions to this whole John Wick universe. Absolutely loved it. Again, the acting was great. Even Keanu Reeves, and we all know how bad he can be. But his line delivery, even on the most stupidest of lines, is just impeccable. I just love John Wick. I really do. Alongside the other returning cast members, you also get the smallest of characters like the guy that is at the front desk of the hotel. You've got, is it Jimmy? Jimmy the policeman back. And I mean, this is something that John Wick as a franchise does really well. Even the smallest, minute characters have the biggest presence. Jimmy the policeman back. I think his name's Jimmy. Jimmy! He's back and he was funny. This film as a whole was funny. It was making me laugh. This film is also a lot more action-packed than the first one was. Now, I've seen other people talk about this movie, and they've said that one of their negatives was the motives. He didn't really have the motive behind him this time, but I felt like he did because something happens right at the beginning of the film that, to me, is just, it just screams motive. Like, yeah, go do what you got to do, John. Go do it. But other than that, I haven't really got many negatives with it. I absolutely love the action. I mean, we finally get to see the pencil. Guys, I mean, Heath Ledger who? Seriously, the things John Wick does with a pencil in this movie, I loved it. I really did. The action was downright, it was more gory than the first one was. The action was brutal. You get bits where I'm just, even me, Harry and Adam, we was all just like, whoa, whoa. Especially to do with a man's special parts. So guys, now getting on to my negatives. My negatives with this film aren't really that bad. They're just more nitpicky. Now, the hitmen in this movie, the bodyguards in this movie, all the ones that John Wick actually left alive, I swear are gonna go on and become freaking stormtroopers for the Empire, because they hit shit. Literally, they're standing there and pew pew hit the wall, pew pew hit the wall. I'm not even lying. So at times that takes you out of the movie because you're just like, oh, no one's really like shooting at him. He gets hit a few times and you feel the pain, which is kind of cool. You feel like there's actual threat against him, but at other times you don't really. So that's a bit of a nitpicky negative. Other than that, it's just more to do with the fight scenes. Now, I absolutely loved the fight scenes. The combat where he is just going through mowing people down. Absolutely loved it. But when you get up and close and it's one-on-one, like he goes up against Ruby Rose, Common, the action scenes, some of the shots, it's quite fast-paced and a bit sloppier than the other action was, where he's mowing people down. That took me out, and then at the end you get a big action sequence in this sort of mirror funhouse sort of place, and it's just a bit jarring on the eyes. Other than that, I cannot fault this film. This film was epic, and I was really surprised by it, because I went in not expecting too much, because I thought, you know what, it's just going to be a cash grab. Guys, I was super surprised. I really had fun with this. Again, it was making me laugh. There was more humour in this than the first one, which was cool. The action was a lot more brutal. Yeah, guys, you need to go see this film. Seriously, I highly recommend it. Absolutely had a blast with John Wick Chapter 2. And I cannot wait for the third and final chapter. I guarantee you this is going to be a great trilogy. So yes, really guys, if you are a fan of the first John Wick, then you are absolutely going to love Chapter 2. I highly recommend going and seeing it. Seriously, like, just, guys, go see it. I mean, you've got this and 50 Shades Darker in the cinema right now, and if you go see John Wick, you're going to see people get fucked, whereas if you go see 50 Shades Darker, you're just going to get fucked. Seriously, go see John Wick Chapter 2. Guys, as always, thanks for watching, and take care. See you later!
So guys, you've made it to the end of the video. Thank you for watching. If you want to stay up to date with content from me, then click subscribe here. I've linked a few other videos here for your entertainment. If you want to check those out, just click on the image shown. If not, look over my channel. I'm sure there's some other content you will enjoy. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, take care.